Oh my God, Raja.
What?
It's time. It's almost time. That wonderful time of the year, the most wonderful time of the year.
What? You mean it's almost August?
It's almost here.
It's almost tournament time?
5-star Grand Prix.
Yes, it's time.
But just imagine, you remember back when we first started watching it and we didn't know everything about everyone?
Yeah.
We didn't know everything about every little part of the GP.
Oh, I remember our first 5-star Grand Prix.
Yeah.
We were just flying by the seat of our pants.
You know, back then, I remember we tried to find a video or something that would tell us
Yeah.
something about it, like a little bit more about it.
Right, something that would get us ready.
Yeah.
Going into the tournament, you know?
But not something overinflated, right?
Right.
I remember we were looking around, we were like, oh my God, that's like 4 hours.
Yeah.
That would
like,
be too much.
That is probably too much information for a newcomer.
I just want to get into
we
this.
We don't want to explode our brains. We just want the basics.
Exactly. We want to be able to enjoy it and be caught up to speed, if you will.
Yeah, like what's happening right now when we're going into this tournament, and who are we going to see in that tournament?
Oh my God. So if we were going to listen to like a 5-star Grand Prix preview,
Yeah.
what do you think it would sound like?
It would probably start off with a little basic information about the tournament.
You mean it wouldn't start off with hello and welcome to the Cult of Joshi 5-star Grand Prix preview?
It might start a little bit like that because I'm Raja and he's John, and we're here to tell you all about the 2025 5-star Grand Prix from Stardom.
Yes, sir.
Which starts in days from now.
Everything you wanted to know, but we're afraid to ask.
Yes. Starting on July 27th, 2025, we will launch headfirst into a month-long tournament that is one of the greatest tournaments in wrestling every single year, the 5-star Grand Prix. And if you've never watched this tournament before, you're in the right place, because we're going to tell you all about it so that you are caught up to speed and ready to watch. And we will start off with just the basic information here. It's a round-robin tournament. If you don't know what that means, there are 4 blocks, each with 8 wrestlers, and everybody in one block will face each other. That means everyone gets 7 singles matches against the other people in their block. If you win the match, you get 2 points. You lose the match, you get 0 points. Matches draw, you each get 1 point. And by the end of those singles matches, everyone in that block will have a certain number of points, and the person with the most amount of points wins the block.
Sounds simple enough to me.
So, this year, Stardom has once again done the 4-block format for the 5-star Grand Prix. We've got Red Stars A, Red Stars B, Blue Stars A, and Blue Stars B.
Some people like it, some people don't. I kind of like it.
I kind of like it too. You know, we got 4 blocks, 8 wrestlers each. That's 32 wrestlers in this year's 5-star Grand Prix, which is the largest field, beating out last year's record of 28 participants in the 5-star Grand Prix.
Yeah.
And I kind of like it better because last year with the 7 per block, you always had that one person in the block who didn't have a match,
standing
kind of
outside,
missing
looking
out.
in the window, hands pressed, nose up against the window.
There were people
sad.
who didn't get opening night matches because of the setup. So this way, it's all even. Everyone gets a match. So the way that this tournament is going to work is we will have the regular round-robin format tournament. Everyone will have all 7 of their singles matches throughout 10 nights of action, I believe, or 11 nights of action, not counting the 2 final nights. And on those 2 final nights, we will have a tournament after the tournament, if you will, regular bracket style, single elimination to determine who will be going to the finals and who will win.
Yes.
The 5-star Grand Prix. So let's take one block as an example. Red Block A. Those 8 people will wrestle each other. Then, by the end of all of that, there will be 3 people who got the most points in that block. The number 1 seed will get a bye in the first round of the single elimination tournament.
Fancy.
Then seed number 2 and 3 will have to face other members of the other block, 2 and 3, to determine who will face the 1 seeds, who will go on to the semifinals, and then who will go on to the finals on August 23rd.
Wow. So if you hadn't told me that, that would have been very confusing. That's because I don't think I realized that.
Yeah, it's a tournament and then another tournament all wrapped into one
gotcha.
the 5-Star Grand Prix.
Playoffs.
Yes, they have playoffs. So we have like the 12 finalists, the quarterfinals, and then the semifinals, and then the finals. So it's a lot of fun because you get a whole round-robin tournament, and then you get a second tournament after the fact.
So this is why you have dry erase boards all around the house right now, right?
Yes.
Okay.
This is why we have to write things down.
Yes.
And make graphics and keep up with everything.
No, I understand.
So, if you didn't know, this year there are 13 nights of the 5-star, technically 14 events, because one day they're having 2 events, a day event and a night event. Starts on the 27th of July, which will be on pay-per-view.
Yes.
Then on August 20th will be the first 2 rounds of the single elimination tournament, and on August 23rd will be the semi and final. So lots of people wrestling twice in that last little tournament on the same night.
Well, that's the grueling part of the tournament.
Absolutely. All the shows in between will stream on Stardom World. So if you're not subscribed to Stardom World, you need to do that now, because that's where you're going to see all of the action. It's 920 yen for 1 month, which is how long the tournament is. That's like $6 American.
It's nothing.
And then the opening night and the finals will be pay-per-view on International Stage Crowd, and you can find the link to those on Twitter. It's very easy to find on the WWR Stardom Twitter or the We Are Stardom English Twitter, or on our Twitter, where we will share it.
Absolutely.
At Cult of Joshi.
A little partial to that one.
Yes, absolutely. So this one is interesting because of the 32 participants in this year's tournament, 12 of them are first-time participants in the 5-Star Grand Prix. That's an enormous number of first-timers in the 5-star. It's very different this year. There's a lot of people missing that we've seen in 5 stars in the past, you know, Mayu Utani, Shiri, Tam Nakano, Maika. A lot of heavy hitters and past winners are not in this year's tournament.
I mean, there's been a whole redo basically on the roster, and some people have had a chance to step up and have stepped up because of that, and you know, some call it opportunities, and that's what I like to call it, because it's really they've been grabbing that brass ring.
Absolutely. And I think it's very much a picture of what Stardom looks like right now to see who is in this year's tournament. So why don't we talk about our lovely participants?
I would love to.
Starting with Red Stars A, we will be seeing Waka Tsukiyama in her first 5-Star Grand Prix.
Hard to believe it's her first.
EXV member, and she brings a lot to the table that's very interesting to see in singles matches, how she'll pan out.
She has used her derriere in the past year.
Yes.
You know, that Waka has not been my favorite Waka.
Right.
You know,
but she is a New Blood Tag Team Champion, so.
She is. So any losses, and that's another thing to talk about, is any losses incurred during this single match format.
Right.
If you're a tag champ, that could mean you have to defend your tag belt. Well, it will.
Yes.
And
usually in Japan, if you lose a match with your title, then that person will get a title shot in the future.
Yeah, it's one of the fun parts about Japan that I absolutely love, and the fact that they stick with that. So when you lose a match and you're a champion of any sort, you will have to, in the future, at some point, defend that belt against said person.
Which makes total sense, right?
Yeah. So it just gives stakes to some stakeless matches.
Yeah, it does. The next participant in this block is Azusa Inaba, also entering the 5-Star Grand Prix for the first time. She's had a big year, winning a lot of championships, specifically in her home promotion of JTO. Yeah. She is their main singles champion right now.
And I would like to give a shout out to our someone we love very much to watch videos from, but Meerkat. Meerkat has a wonderful couple of videos, actually, but one in particular with the journey of Azusa Inaba and Tomoka.
Yeah.
And, you know, Azusa overcoming Tomoka.
Yeah, it's been a crazy story with those two.
It really has. And I like to, when people do great work, I like to give great shout outs.
Me too, yes. And Azusa is a great wrestler. She brings a lot to the table, so I think she's going to surprise some people probably this year. Next participant, Lady C, also her first time in the 5-Star Grand Prix.
Yeah, again, it's very much a surprise. I'm very excited for Lady C. Lady C has been someone who has felt like they haven't had a dance partner that has suited them, right? She's tall, she's big, strong, and she has always had that going for her being like basically the tall girl.
Yeah.
And, so she's always facing... Yeah, that's her thing. She's always been facing that, but she's at a dance with all short people.
Yeah.
And so to speak. And now you've got some... Bozilla, and it's such an interesting natural matchup that
it is.
But it's not the only. Ami Souri's back, and it's just I like the fact that there's some people for her to do the tango with.
Yeah, and she's really found her footing in this last year, and we've been like shouting from the rooftops, like, "Give ladies a chance."
Yeah.
So she's getting a chance now.
She is getting a chance.
Next, we have Yuna Mizumori, who was in last year's 5-Star Grand Prix. She won a grand total of 0 points.
Yes. So we're rooting for a win for
Just
Unimon.
One win for Unimon this year. You know, our Pineapple Tropical Justice. She is Pine Speed. She is exciting, and her lariats will kill you. She deserves at least one win this year.
So the most popular people in the world are the ones that you could see a little bit of yourself in.
Yeah.
Yuna is everyday's woman, right? She is the girl next door. She is the best friend, and she lights up a room. When she comes in a room, when she starts a match, she lights it up. But don't let that fool you, because the intensity that Unimon can bring is unparalleled. As Raja said, the lariats, watch out for that, and just watch out for the spirit that she has.
Yes, intensity is a great word for it. Following her, we have May Sarah joining the field in Red Stars A. Last year, she got 8 points, which is a fair amount for the 5-Star Grand Prix. So May Sarah, obviously high-speed champion right now.
So the high speed, it kind of puts you in that junior heavyweight category.
It does.
So if you're in like New Japan Pro Wrestling, right? The juniors, they have good showings, but they just don't win the big prize.
Yeah.
I love the fact that it seems like changes have been a brewing. And
it has, yeah.
Some per necessity, right?
Yeah.
So yes, high speed, you've got it in there, but May Sarah is, and if anyone who listens to our show, May Sarah is next level. She's got the next level, the next level training, pedigree, if you will. She's got the spirit, she's got the heart, and she has the skill.
She's technically flawless.
She
most
really
of the
is.
time.
High speed, intensity, fire, and power all packed in like a stick of really dangerous dynamite.
Yeah, and she'll roll you up with that rolling star, and you're done.
Yeah,
like she's gonna spoil you if you don't watch out.
And she will spoil quite a few people. My prediction in this tournament. Especially without our main spoiler in the tournament.
Yes. Saki Kashima.
Yeah, it's weird, not having Saki Kashima in there.
It is.
If you want to have a couple of those flash wins, and you have to have a few flash wins, I think May Sarah is the person.
Oh, I bet on it, yeah. After that, we go to the current World of Stardom champion, Saya Kamatani, who also got 8 points in last year's 5-Star Grand Prix, and she, of course, is the Phoenix Queen. She made it to the finals last year. She was the runner-up, but she lost to Micah in the finals and was not able to win the 5-Star Grand Prix 2024, so she's looking for a little revenge this year.
The Dark Angel of Stardom, and she is absolutely as advertised.
Yes.
The thing about it is everybody has been trying to turn her back to the good side, and I don't think that it's there.
I don't think it's happening.
I honestly think that she is having the time of her life and enjoying almost the people, where is Saya? I know you're in there, and you can't do it that way. You can't be a heel that way. And she's like, girl,
I can do what I want.
I can do what I want. You can't tell me what to do.
Yeah, I mean, she calls herself Saya Sama now, and she basically said that Okada begged her to be in the 5-star this year. It's like she's like all cocky about it. Which
leads us in a few ways of our mind of thinking, because she also has thrown the name out a little bit with Micah.
Yes.
We feel that it's going to be heading that way eventually when Micah returns healthy. I don't know if she'll be able to keep that title till then.
But can she make it to the finals again this year? Can she win it this year?
Can she make it undefeated without giving up title shots?
Yeah, that's a big if on this block, because you're in there with the red belt champion, and if you win your match against her, you have you get a title shot.
It's amazing watching how many people may get title shots. That's one of the fun parts to this.
Exactly.
Think about like a May Sarah.
Yeah.
A May Sarah getting a win here. And the fact that May Sarah is good enough to beat Saya Kamatani.
Yeah, she really is.
that it gives you that doubt. And wow, could we have a Mei Seira as a champion? Forget the tournament.
Yeah.
Just the very chance that you have in this block means that every match that Saya Kamatani has to go out is going to be the World Series to someone else.
Yeah.
It's not just another match.
No, it's the champion.
Yeah.
The big champion.
and believe it, no matter what you feel about pro wrestling, when you have a chance to get in the ring with Ric Flair,
Yeah.
you give it everything you have because you know the world will see it.
Absolutely. And this next person is someone who I would love to see get a World of Stardom Championship shot. Hanan, who came in at 7 points last year, very close to the top.
It's time. Hanan is everything that embodies stardom.
Yeah.
Hanan.
She's the ace
Yeah.
in my mind.
Hanan is, if not the ace, will be the ace. And I think that in a Stardom that was so jam-packed, overfilled
Yeah.
with talent, where talent was popping out the top of the glass, I think that now that we have cleared the freeway a little bit,
Yeah.
that the Maserati that is Hanan is going to zoom right to the top and show people, especially this is the time, because she does nothing without spirit. I'd say she brushes her teeth in the morning with fighting spirit.
Right.
You know, and it's just, I can't wait. I want to see some of these matches.
I know. I'm so excited about
every
the matchups.
Hanan match, every Hanan singles match is must-see TV.
Absolutely. And Hanan could be coming into this tournament as the Goddess of Stardom champion alongside Saya Ida if they're able to retain 3 days before the tournament starts against Uraka and Natsuka Tora. So that can open up even more opportunities in this block for title shots in the future.
Right.
The final participant in Red Stars A is not a newcomer, but a comer back to Stardom, Miss B. Priestley, who is coming back to Stardom for the first time since 2021. This will not be her first 5-star Grand Prix. Her last one was in 2019. She got 10 points. So she's no stranger to racking it up in the 5-star.
Well, I mean, look at the belts that she's held.
Yeah, I mean, artist, goddess, world.
Yeah. I mean, B. Priestley's no joke. And I think anybody that's new to Stardom, you probably are not new to B. Priestley.
Right.
You've seen her most recently in the WWE world, you know, and doing her thing with NXT and all this good stuff. And the thing is, she is a top level talent. She is, anytime she's out there, again, you could lose.
Yeah.
Because she is that.
She's that good.
She is that good and that intense.
Yes, and she might be coming back for that World of Stardom Championship over Saya Kamatani, which is a match that I'm very excited to see.
It will be interesting to see what the machine has done to her.
Yeah. How she fares.
Yeah.
Coming back into Stardom after 4 years being gone.
Sometimes people come back with a chip. Sometimes people come back and it takes them a second, like Kenta.
Yeah, you're totally right. But that's the full Red Stars A block. I think one of my most anticipated matches is probably Hanan versus Mei Seira, just because they have a long-standing beef against one another, and I just want to see it continue.
No, I agree, and I think for me it's going to be Saya Kamatani and Mei Seira.
We just want Mei Seira all the time, all over the place.
I mean, I just think that that's going to be everything we talked about.
Yeah, it's
just
going
that
to be great.
An opportunity that would not normally happen.
Yeah, for sure. That brings us to Red Stars B. We will start off with Rion, who is entering the 5-star Grand Prix for the first time. She has really turned it up in the past couple months. She got a Future of Stardom Championship match against Hina, and she just recently got another win on a big pay-per-view. So Rion is really coming into herself.
Yeah, Rion absolutely has been one of those that was a slow cook, but sometimes those are the best meals. And
She really put a lot of work in.
Yeah, absolutely. And you add all the right spices, you keep checking it, and ding ding, it's done. So I think that it's going to be fun to see what she is able to do. We've recently seen her in her hometown, be able to take the brutality of a Bozilla.
Yes.
And then turn it around and be able to, go out there and have an incredible match,
Yes, against Emma Maishima.
Right. And who was just also awesome.
Yes.
But, it takes two to tango.
Absolutely. So it'll be fun to see where Rion's heart takes her in this tournament this year. Next, we have Sayaka Kurara, also a first-time entrant into the 5-star Grand Prix. She has had a humdinger of a year from winning the Cinderella tournament, and it's a long, almost impossible shot for her to win the 5-star. The only person to ever win the Cinderella and the 5-star in the same year was Toni Storm in 2017. So that's probably not going to happen here.
Well,
but
they would have said that about Toni as well at the time.
that's very true.
So Sayaka Kurara, what a story. And I really mean that. I mean, throughout the Tam Road, through her time with just the whole story. It's beautiful.
The whole thing through Tam's retirement, her story with Saya Kamatani.
It's incredible, and her winning the Cinderella was unexpected.
Yeah.
Not winning that belt against Saya Kamatani, no one really expected her to, but I mean the story was there.
Yeah.
And then just coming most recently, just a phenomenal match
against Hina.
Phenomenal match with Hina. And that got me excited. So we had talked about on the show the fact that she being Kurara was kind of on a lull after losing to Saya Kamatani.
She fell off a little bit.
But that match with Hina, I'll tell you what, if anybody has ever been ready and primed, she is really ready for this. And she's going to rack up some wins.
Absolutely. I'm excited to see Sayaka in this tournament because she really thrives in singles matches. She has a lot to give. And I think that match with Hina definitely reinvigorated her, and this tournament is just going to push her back up to where we expect her to be.
Agreed.
Rena is our next participant in this block, also her first time in the 5-Star Grand Prix. And Rena has had a tiny bump in the road. Recently at a New Blood show, she was knocked unconscious and there were concussion concerns, but she seems to be healing well, and they have not pulled her from the 5-Star Grand Prix, so we fully expect her to be there and ready to go on opening night.
Rena would have been possibly one of my long shot picks, just because she is that good, and obviously she's one of the Sisters of Stardom.
Oh, the Sisters of Stardom!
And all three sisters, being Hanan, Hina, and Rena, are just so incredible.
They're made for wrestling.
They're all three different, and they're all three just incredible workers and unbelievable superstars. But with that said, my concerns with Rena, who we have week after week after week after week, saying the praises of Rena.
Yes.
Through all of her trials and tribulations. But with the concussion, it worries me because we don't know yet, and you don't know. There's a game speed thing, right? People talk about practice speed and game speed,
right? When
you're out there and it's a big match, and all these are big matches, I'm just concerned, and I hope that she's okay and it's not too soon to come back. We don't know how bad the concussion was. They keep that stuff pretty close to the chest in Stardom.
They do, yes. And Rena came off of a record-setting Future of Stardom title run. She's had crazy matches all of this year. She's an incredibly talented wrestler, but it's only been not even a month since that knockout. So we're gonna have to wait till the wire, I think, to see if she's good to go or not. But fingers crossed, because I really want to see her in the tournament.
Me too.
After that, we have Natsuka Tora, the leader of the Hate faction. She was not in the 5-Star Grand Prix last year. She opted out and gave her spot to Ruaka because she just wasn't feeling it.
It was a weird time.
And she was the World of Stardom champion at the time. I think she wanted to avoid those obligatory title defenses, maybe. But in 2023, she did get 12 points, so she is a game player in the 5-Star.
She is, and it was a strange time last year.
It was right after the whole hate thing formed.
It was a weird time, and there was a lot of purpose losses that just throwing yourself in DQs and everything.
Yes.
But I don't think that's the time. I think that Tora right now is also at a crossroads, and I believe that she needs good performances more than anything.
She needs to kind of prove herself as the leader.
Yeah. And I think she needs to go out there with purpose and desire and show her heart.
I'm all the way down for that because Natsuka Tora is an amazing wrestler when she really sets her mind to it.
Yes.
Next, we have Tomoka Inaba, the older of the Inaba sisters. Last year, she came out with 8 points. There was like a whole thing last year with the 8-pointers in the same block. And there was all of those 22-year-old girls all together, Azumi, Starlight, Mei Seira, and Tomoka Inaba all tying each other and having to do some crazy stuff to get to the finals of the tournament. But Tomoka Inaba is a fantastic wrestler. She also does a lot in the JTO promotion, but she has been proving her worth in Stardom as a member of God's Eye this year. It's just been fantastic to see her more.
Tomoka can be a global phenomenon. She has everything. She has the total package, as they like to say. She has the look, she has the skill, she has the uniqueness, and I'll tell you, she is one of my dark horses to win the entire tournament. And I know that's crazy, especially if someone who has the JTO,
Yeah.
You're walking around with that. But I'm telling you, it's a different day.
Yeah.
And I think that she has what it takes to win it. And then someone you could also present as a top star.
Yeah, for sure. But it'll be no easy task for her in this block.
Oh, she's in a murderer's row.
Quite stacked. The next person in this block is Azumi, the current NJPW Strong Women's Champion, 1/3 of the Artist of Stardom champions as well. Last year coming out with 8 points, like I just mentioned. And Azumi is about as perfect of a wrestler as you can get wrestling-wise. She's incredible in the ring, and when you get in there with her one-on-one, she's not going to pull any punches for you.
Yeah, Azumi going from dark horse pick to big ass white horse pick.
Like, this could definitely happen, probably.
Yeah, probably pole position.
Right.
Azumi came out at the first of the year saying, this is my year. I'm going to be selfish. I'm sick of not taking it. And she has been a world traveler. She has got over everywhere she's went. And she has started winning belts, man. And she is really bound and determined to go out there and show, hey, I am the greatest wrestler on the planet. And she does. When she wants to do it, she does it. And I really agree with you. I think that it's probably Azumi's tournament to lose. There's a few
definitely.
There's a handful, like one handful of girls.
It's like you can either win or lose.
There's 4, maybe 5 of the ladies that I think it's theirs to lose.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And it just kind of sucks for Azumi that 3 days before the opening night, she has to face Bozilla for that NJPW Strong title. That's not going to do her any favors.
If Azumi is still here, she has a great shot.
The next participant is one of our favorites, one of the top in the company, the Wonder of Stardom champion, Starlight Kid. And she also got 8 points last year, but having her in this block alongside Azumi, alongside Tomoka, it's almost insane to have all these people in the same block in the matchups, because Starlight Kid is one of the most passionate wrestlers you'll see. Her storytelling chops are incredible, and her singles matches are just mind-blowing. And she had like a journey from 2023, all that frustration in the 5-star, to 2024, making it nearly to the end of the tournament. And now we're coming into 2025, she's got the white belt.
So Azumi, where she had the fire and she has the desire and she wants to show everybody that I am the wrestler, the best wrestler in Stardom. Starlight, her eternal foe and her best friend, faction mate, she is the face of Stardom. And some people may want to argue that, and there's arguments to be had for sure. But Starlight is the most marketable wrestler on the roster.
Yeah. Fan favorite. With
that said, with departures that we have had, when booking comes into sense, and you have a white belt champion who is absolutely showing what that white belt is all about. Starlight Kid, man, she could be called Stardom Kid.
Yeah,
and
she really could.
With all the years that she has been in this sport, she is still just in her early 20s. And
so wild.
She, as you talked about, her matches that she has, the emotion. The only thing that could beat Starlight Kid is the fact that she is the 2017 Kenny Omega. She is every match is going to be that. And I don't mean slog in the bad way like we usually use it.
Right.
It's an emotional journey.
Yeah, it's going to be hard on her to have that many matches in a row.
Her storytelling is unmatched. And when you go out there with these matches, and you're like designing the mask to match your opponent's gear.
Yeah.
You know, every little nuance she puts into it is an emotional drain.
Absolutely. And like we talked about with Saya, everyone is going to be looking at her as their Super Bowl because she has a big belt and they want a shot at that after the tournament ends. So they're going to be coming at her like she's the end-all be-all of this tournament.
And I think of all the departures, I think Starlight got hurt with the Mayu Iwatani just because of the story that was burning on the back burner, and it had to do with the 5-star finally overcoming Mayu Iwatani that she could never do in the 5-star. So I think that maybe this is where she comes out and is like, you know what? Someone needs to overcome me.
Yeah, and they definitely do because she's a heavy hitter for sure. But the final participant in this block is one Natsupoi, who, facing Natsupoi one-on-one is like, you're not going to want to get out of bed the next day. Like, she's going to kill you in
like
that ring.
Pissing off a badger, putting a blindfold on and covering yourself in honey.
Yes. Natsupoi is a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah.
She might look small and dainty and cute and like a little fairy, but trust me, when you get in there with her one-on-one, you are going to be doing your damnedest to end it fast and get out of there.
Never fought a fairy.
No, they're tricky.
So, and vicious and can do a lot of moves. So Natsupoi is a 5-star athlete. She is everything as far as technical prowess.
Yeah.
And intensity. We use that word a lot, but we throw it around for a reason. Violence. and the weird thing about Natsupoi's is the violence and silence.
Yeah.
You don't see it coming with her.
No.
And the fact, like you said, she comes out and it's all beautiful and the sun shines inside the arena. You know, there's birds singing and you know.
Flower petals falling.
I'm fairly sure that she puts her gear on in the forest and the animals are the ones running around or doing it, you know, a song sing. But then when it comes in, it's almost like the doors lock and you hear it and you turn around and you're like, what's going on? Then her eyes turn red and fangs come out and she just obliterates you because she does.
Yeah.
And she's just a viciousness. And she's got this chip on her shoulder ever since Tam Nakano, her best friend, her partner, went out. Man, there's something screwy in her head.
There's something even worse going on. I agree.
And she ends this murderer's row of one of the most vicious blocks that I've ever seen.
And the scariest thing about Natsupoi is that her violence is not like predictable angry violence. She does it for the love of the game.
Yeah.
She has fun. Yeah. She enjoys it.
Yeah,
she's out here to perform.
She is passion.
But you're right. This block is insane. We get Starlight Kid versus Azumi in a regular 5-star match, and it's the eternal foes against one another. They have a long storied history of going one-on-one, and man, you're not going to want to miss that one.
When you know you're going to see a match that people make compilations of, then it's
people
special.
Making edits with the music and stuff. Yeah, it's very special. But now we get to flip over to the blue side of things with Blue Stars A, starting off with Yuria Hime in her first 5-star Grand Prix after winning the right to compete in this tournament by beating Akira Kuragane one-on-one at Sapporo Rendezvous.
Yes, and I think that Yuria is going to surprise a lot of people. I think she's going to come out with probably 6 points.
That would be surprising, honestly.
I know. And that's my prediction on her. I'm not being crazy and saying she's going to win the whole thing, but I'm telling you, Yuria is a name that will win the whole thing in a few years.
Absolutely.
And maybe not in a couple of years. The stuff she has done recently to herself, and she's 6 months, like it's unbelievable.
Yeah, when this tournament starts, she'll be just about 7 months into her career from her debut, and she has done amazing things with her performance since that debut, just really found herself in the ring.
She's just one to watch.
She is, for sure. Like, you gotta really watch her and watch the way that she wrestles. It's really, really
the way
amazing.
she moves. Watch her when she does a suplex and the toes go up during the suplex and the form is perfect and the head is perfect and just those little things.
Yeah, like, you don't expect a lot out of a 7-month rookie in the 5-star, but I think she's gonna come out and perform with her whole heart in every single match. And I totally expect her to get at least one win in the tournament.
I'm being optimistic. I like her a whole lot.
Next is Ruaka, who last year took Natsuka Tora's place in the 5-star and gained 3 points. So there's a chance that Ruaka could come in this year as the Goddess of Stardom champion if they're able to beat Wingori.
So Ruaka's one of those people that when she turns it on is great. She's strong. She's got size.
Yeah.
And when she gets frustrated, she just has a tendency to shoot herself right in the foot.
I know.
And then instead of coming back, she just shoots her other foot for the hell of it.
Right.
And that is Ruaka to a T. So I expect Ruaka to have a win.
It's going to be black box related.
And I don't expect her to have more than 2.
Yeah, I don't expect Ruaka to do amazing numbers in the tournament, but I do expect her to get at least a couple of wins.
She just don't care, man. She
really doesn't.
Yeah.
She just laissez-faire about everything, you know. She's back there in hate, just biding her time.
She's a walking embodiment of the Gen Z stare.
Yeah, exactly. Next, we have Aya Sakura in her first ever 5-star Grand Prix, the karate girl, the high kick angel herself.
Yes.
And she's currently the Sendai Girls Junior champion, so she's got herself a belt coming into the 5-star.
Aya Sakura is, I don't know, man. She's a wild card.
She really is, because you never know which way it's going to go with her.
So she truly believes that she is the second coming of, Bruce Lee. I mean, she is, and that's great.
Yeah.
You need to feel that way. You need to think that way. You need to be cocky like that if you're going to win.
Yeah, you have to have that confidence. And she's really been adding a lot more to her repertoire lately. Yeah. And I think she's been kind of gearing up for this opportunity. So I'm really interested to see what she's going to pull out in this tournament.
The wild card.
The next person is another first-timer, the last first-timer in this block, Bozilla, the ultimate European powerhouse, as she's called, because she is, if you've never seen Bozilla before, you're seeing her right now on the screen, but she is a monster.
Yeah, the German.
That's all there is to it.
She's the German destroyer. Yes. She is Helga from Hell.
She's called Bozilla for a reason.
Yeah, Bojira.
She just came into Stardom like a month ago. She joined Mavita Loca alongside Suzu Suzuki. She came in, she didn't come into play either. She's been going after belts already. She's going to face Azumi 3 days before this tournament, and then she's going to get in here and try to eat this block alive.
So Bozilla was one of the biggest gets that Stardom has had in a very long time.
Yeah.
And, she had a great run in her rookie year, with Marigold.
Absolutely.
And then coming out of that, the fact that she is still so young, with that size and her abilities, Katie bar the door, because she's gonna mess this bar up.
Yeah, it's her first time in the tournament, and I totally expect her to make it to the single elimination variety of the tournament out of this block.
Yeah, listen, there's a lot of these girls that they're not going to be able to have anything for her.
It's going to be hard. They're going to have to find a way to counter her size, because it's remarkable. Next, we have Miyu Amasaki. 3 points last year in the 2024 5-star Grand Prix. She is 1/3 of the Artist of Stardom champions. So she's coming in here looking to DDT some people and get some wins.
Yeah, Miyu Amasaki, she has been, again, is one of those people that really reinvented themselves.
Yeah.
She looks different, walks different,
ever since joining Neo Genesis.
Right. And I have noticed with her recently that she has also tried to expand some of her moveset, and she has expanded some of what she does. I think she's got a gigantic chip on her shoulder.
Yeah, she's kind of in like a faction where she has to live up to all these like almost veterans that has started way before her, even though they're all the same age.
Yeah, and she's 4th place.
Yeah.
In everybody's eyes.
Yeah.
So that's hard to swallow when you've got, what should be the prime size and the prime looks, and and you had the Utami first night in New Blood. I christen you.
Yeah, join my faction.
Everything is there. All the tools are there. All the pieces are there. She just has to put them all together.
Yeah, she needs something to strive for, I think. Like, she needs a goal that she's trying to reach.
I think she needs a signature win.
Yes, a signature win would be great.
If you sit here and I ask you, what's your favorite Mayu Amasaki match?
I couldn't tell you one off the top of my head.
Exactly. That's just a test that I normally do with anybody.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, I can tell you right off the bat, well, it's probably this, or some people.
Or at least tell you a match that you loved from that person.
Right. And with her, it's kind of hard because it's always kind of just there.
Yeah, I agree. But I think this is her opportunity to show out if she's going to do it. So, because there's some people in this block that are going to be coming for her throat, and she's going to have to prove herself.
And I want her to.
Me too. I want to see more out of Miyu Amasaki. Next, we have Saya Ida, Macho Gori-san. She got 4 points last year, but she was a topic in the 2024 5-Star Grand Prix because somewhere along the line, like halfway through the tournament, fans started chanting her name constantly in her matches. She was the underdog of that tournament last year.
Yeah, she has 100% solidified herself as one of the top women in Stardom.
Yeah.
She is one that I think the girls respect. And I love the fact that the last thing a Stardom fan sees is her size.
I know. It's like you don't even notice how short she is when she's in the ring because she's so powerful.
She's not. She comes out there 10 feet tall and bulletproof.
Yeah.
And I love her. I love everything about her as a worker. I love her passion. I love her promos. I love her sense of humor.
Yeah.
And I love her chops.
Her chops. She's going to chop the heck out of everybody. Everyone's going home with busted chests in this block.
So I'm Team Saya Ida all the way.
Saya Ida, who has had a spectacular year alongside Hanan as Wingori. They've been Goddess of Stardom champions all year. So she's coming in here with a lot of confidence, I think. And I expect her to do way better than she did last year, honestly. Next, we have Saori Ano, who last year gained 7 points in the 5-Star Grand Prix. And she just recently had a Wonder of Stardom championship shot against Starlight Kid. And kind of, like, before that, she was kind of like wishy-washy. Like, I don't know where I stand. I don't know if I'm worth a title shot. But I think that match really, like, pumped her up and reminded her, hey, I'm Saori Ano.
So if we're talking about compilations, we're talking about videos. I can see Stardom making the video after this is over, showing that match with Starlight Kid, showing her finding herself and remembering who she is.
Yeah.
And then going out and not losing a single match in this tournament. Because...
wouldn't that be a story?
Yeah, I think it is the story. I think that Saori Ano has, we say it with a lot of them, you have everything, but my God, she has had everything in her hands. And it's really, you talk about people beating themselves. A lot of times she does because she gets in her own head too much.
Yeah.
And thinks she's not worthy, but I'm telling you, man, I seen it in her eyes. And I think that
the spark is back.
Obviously, she has some of the most spectacular matches of anybody out there. And
she's a technical wizard.
She has a lot to prove to herself right now, and I think that she has just as good a chance as anyone. But she's on those 5 people list.
Yeah.
Of me, she's one of them.
Yeah, Saori Ano is definitely someone, like, if you ask someone who they think's going to win the 5-star, most people won't automatically say Saori Ano, but I could totally see her making it far, like, if not to the finals of the tournament. I just think
that she has the ability to win it, and that people would completely be like, oh yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I think so too. Like, nobody discounts her talent.
Right.
It's her own, like, own confidence that gets in the way.
And I totally agree with you. Nobody picks her.
Yeah.
But nobody would fuss about it.
Right. It's like, it makes sense.
Yeah.
In a way. The final participant in Blue Stars A is one Ami Sori, who just recently returned to the Stardom ring in the middle of June at the conversion after a year out with a knee injury. She had surgery, and she came back looking incredibly strong. Her last 5-star was in 2023. She got 8 points, but I think she's coming in here trying to really rack up this year.
I hope so, and this is going to be one of the only ones I'm critical about.
Okay.
Ami Sori, you and I were so excited about her coming back.
Yes.
Because of what we'd seen from her before she got hurt and being, second in command basically. And
looking for Wonder of Stardom title shots and such.
Man, yeah. And she is one of those, big strong girls, right?
Yeah.
And comes out there again with everything and the size. But since she's made this return, she's kind of been treading water.
A little.
And not really done anything that's been memorable to me. And it's not been like, oh, hey, yeah, she did come back looking fantastic. Best shape of her life.
Yes.
And looking amazing. But I've not seen any signature signs from Ami Sourei that, hey, I'm here to take over. This is my place now. Yeah,
like the most memorable thing that's happened to her is getting styles clashed by Bozilla, I think. And that's kind of like not what you want your return to be remembered for.
Yeah.
But she's in the same block as Bozilla, so she's probably going to be looking to get that win back.
There you go. And I think that's going to happen. I think that Ami Sourei has to get the win back. And I think that match has to be brutal.
Yeah.
And she has to take that fire. It's not a trick her kind of thing.
Right.
I need to see Ami Sourei stand up to Bozilla and beat her.
Yes, we need a powerhouse match, just pure beat each other up, and Ami Sourei come out on top. She's kind of the great hope for God's Eye to get far in this tournament without Sherry in the mix.
And I think that her fighting spirit will show, and I think that can actually lead her to that, and that's all I want.
I agree completely, and I'm really excited about this block. Bozilla against like everyone. Yuri Hime's debut in the 5-star. Saida going out there and just chopping everyone. I love
Saida versus Bozilla.
That's gonna be amazing.
It's one of the matches that I don't want to see, but I'm gonna like where you got a little creak in your fingers,
right?
When you
can't look away.
Yeah, because what's that gonna be, man? I mean,
the size difference.
Oh my God.
Oh, but the spirit is the same size, right?
Yes.
The final block, Blue Stars B, we start off with Momo Kogo, who hasn't been in a 5-star since 2022, where she got 4 points. So she's been on the shelf for a couple years where the 5-star is concerned. But Momo Kogo she's been making leaps in her career in the past couple years. She had like the whole Goddess of Stardom Tag League with Mayu Iwatani. She's been trying to go after the New Blood tag titles. She's one of the 3 remaining members of Stars. She's really trying here.
Yeah, and the thing about Momo Kogo is I don't know, man. I went through this block with her and I see maybe 2 possible wins.
Yeah.
And
they stuck her in the worst possible block for her.
That's what I'm saying. She's not in a block that's conducive to her win ratio.
To her skill set.
Yeah.
Poor Momo Kogo.
Because Momo Kogo, and even the ones that I'm saying maybe on is still greatly outsized.
It's like a big maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I feel bad for Momo Kogo being in this block because this is an ass kicker block.
And hopefully that drives her to,
Yeah, maybe she'll get like super aggressive. It's like she keeps getting beat up. Maybe it'll pull it out of her.
Yeah, you never know.
Next, we have a Hanako in her first ever 5-star Grand Prix. One of the 2023 super rookies. She was basically the only rookie throughout 2023. She really held down the fort. Right now, she's the other half of the New Blood Tag Team Champions. And her size alone makes her a difficult opponent to deal with.
It does, but we need to see her live up to her size.
Yes.
She was doing it, kind of got away from it again.
Yeah. And we got the little slouchies back a little bit.
A little bit. Hanako, I just want to see do great things.
Yeah.
And we've seen flashes of it. So I think this tournament is a great chance for her to showcase and become the Hanako we know she can be.
Oh, 100%. Next, we have Rana Yagami, who's actually was in the 5-star last year. She took Ami Sourei's place when Ami announced she was hurt, and she considered Rana her person to take her place. So last year she got 4 points as like a rookie. This year, she's not as much of a rookie. She even got second place in the Catch the Wave tournament over in Pro Wrestling Wave. So she's no stranger to tournament action, and I think she's going to be out to prove even more this year and get even more points.
Yes, Rana Yagami is one of those that quickly came out. You know, she quickly fit in. She quickly became basically Shuri's sidekick.
Yeah.
Especially in the absence of Amisori.
Right.
She didn't just take her place I think she took her place in the group.
Right. She has had a lot of opportunities in the past year.
She has, and she's been in some really big matches. This is not going to be overwhelming to her at all. I think she's going to really embrace the grind because that's kind of who she is.
Yeah.
Is a grinder.
Yeah, we just recently saw her in singles matches with Suri and one with Shuri before she went on her hiatus. So Rana Yagami she's used to the pressure. She's not going to break under it. Yeah. And I'm excited to see what she brings out in this tournament. I'm looking forward to maybe she mixes it up a little, brings out some new moves, and see what she's going to do to try to get the points.
That's your girl.
She's my girl. I just want her to do fairly well in the tournament. Like, I want more than 4 points. That's my goal for Rana Yagami this year.
I think we're looking at 6 to 8.
Yeah. Next, we have Hina, the third of the Stardom sisters, Rina's twin sister. If you don't know Stardom very well, this is her first 5-star Grand Prix, which is crazy considering how long she's been wrestling. She is the future of Stardom champion as we speak, so she just defended it against Sayaka Kurara. And there aren't a ton of people in this block that could challenge for the future belt if they beat her, because there are certain qualifications to be the future of Stardom champion.
We just talked about one, though.
Yes, Rana Yagami is definitely eligible. Hanako would be eligible. So there are people who could beat her and get a shot at that title. But Hina has a brand new attitude recently. Very confident, very arrogant almost. So I think coming into this tournament, she is not looking to lose.
Hina went away during summer vacation, and she came back, and we all noticed she existed. I don't know how else to put it any better.
Yeah.
Hina's always been around, but all of a sudden it's like, hey, Raja, who's that girl?
I think that's Hina.
No way, Rina's sister?
Yeah.
Hanen's baby sister?
Yeah, I think that's her.
But she looks older and wiser and meaner than all of them. Listen, we have boarded the Hina train.
Oh, all aboard. Choo-choo, chug-a-chug. Let's go.
We love her. We love her attitude.
Full speed ahead.
She looks like a Hollywood movie star.
She really does. Like, she looks like she's going for that place.
I was watching Hina at the pay-per-view with a headlock on, and she kept looking at the camera, and her hair was just bouncing around like it was a shampoo commercial.
I know. There's just something about her recently.
But she has this ability out there. She's got the ability, man. She's got everything. And so I'm looking at her to go far.
Yeah, I think she's going to get some surprising wins in this block. I feel like she's going to get at least one win where people are like shocked that she pulled it out.
I believe so too. And I believe that, the Rana, going back to Rana, I think that's going to be Rana's Super Bowl is securing another shot.
Absolutely. Next, we have Konami, who last year got 6 points in the 5-star Grand Prix. A member of Hate, she is vicious in the ring, and she will not let you out of there alive if you let her, because she's always looking to win by any means necessary.
She is. I was blessed that Konami's not in Starlight Kid's block.
Yeah, she has something special for Starlight Kid.
I was just so happy about that. With Konami, I'm looking forward to her and Momo Watanabe.
Oh yeah, hate versus hate, kick versus kick.
We have felt that coming forever, and I'm telling you, there's no way my Watanabe's staying. Anyway, Konami's going to do good. She's going to get some wins.
Yeah.
I think that they're
like middle of the road block wise.
Like all of the Hate members, I think that they're their own worst enemy, and she's going to also have some losses due to spray paint. Yeah,
probably. Next, we have the leader of Mavita Loca, Suzu Suzuki, who got 7 points last year and was the 2023 winner of the 5-star Grand Prix, quite surprisingly, as an underdog. So she's coming in here looking to prove herself, get back to that winning spot at the top of the 5-star Grand Prix. She's got a brand new faction, which includes Bozilla and Akira Kuragane, but she's going to have to overcome her own mind, I think, in order to do well in this tournament.
Oh, I agree, man. Suzu, like you said, she was the surprise winner, and then last year, picked up some big wins. She now holding down her own faction. I think she is back on the right track, back on the winning track. So she is going to want to win and win big. And she can. She has everything it takes to go out there and, really put an ass whipping out.
Absolutely. And what I will say about Suzu Suzuki in the 5-star is that she always wins a best match award at the end of the tournament because her singles matches with people are just brutal and crazy and emotional, and she's just a different cat than most, like, she's always fun to watch.
She is indeed a different cat.
You never know what Suzu you're gonna get. After that, we have Momo Watanabe, who last year only got 4 points in the 5-star and was gearing up to go totally no points because she just did not care. She was not here for it. She didn't care about the tournament at all. She wanted to go off and do other stuff, so she didn't put in a lot of effort last year. And I don't know if that changes this year. She's been having a little trouble, lately with Hate this past year. Since that 5-star, she has handed Hate a lot of losses by accidentally interfering in the finish with her bat, with her kicks, accidentally hitting her own teammates. So it's going to be wild to see, especially her versus Konami, I think. It's going to be, tensions are rising.
If somebody put a video together with all that and just said, and she comes out and goes, I did it on purpose, it wouldn't surprise me a bit.
Yeah.
That's how many times she's cost them matches, and they don't usually seem to care. I hope that she cares. I hope that she cares about this because she could be the most talented wrestler in the whole tournament.
Absolutely.
And, I want to see that because that's exciting. When you see Momo's name on there, you don't know which one you're getting.
Yeah.
And I hope that's the one we're getting.
Yes, I want to see Momo versus Mayu level matches throughout this tournament for her. That's my expectation for Momo Watanabe. But the final participant in the Blue Stars B block and in the 5-star Grand Prix is Sari in her first 5-star Grand Prix. Just, there aren't words to describe the excitement of having 7 guaranteed Sari singles matches in your tournament. Not to mention she is the current IWGP Women's Champion. So there's going to be 7 girls absolutely ravenous for a shot at that title.
Sari's been talking crap ever since she started doing a lot of work with Stardom. And, wanting to bring back the old school, wanting to bring back the spirit of the old school, of the All Japan women. Momo Watanabe has recently had some funny words back to her going, those people are gone, I don't even know what she's talking about. And that's just Momo Watanabe. It's just how she talks. But she wanted, Sari put out there, she wants to bring back the spirit of the Crush Girls. And so do I.
Yeah.
That's,
bring back some All Japan spirit.
That's what I want to see. That's my favorite stuff ever. And, that excites me because that, like you said, every one of those matches is going to be unbelievably violent. Unbelievably scary violent.
Yes.
Believable violence. And, is she going to go all the way? Maybe. I'm more than likely.
Probably.
Yeah, more than likely. So it's going to be more of the who can spoil her, who can pick up a shot at that belt, and is she going to be all that she says she is? Yeah,
you can do one of two things when you face Sari. You can either crumble under her pressure, or you can stand up to her and fight her back in her wheelhouse and just hit her with all you've got. We've seen very recently Rana go one-on-one with Sari in Korakuen Hall, and they're in the same block, so I wonder if Rana's learned enough from that match to kind of put her on track to get a shocking win out of it. I don't know who's going to beat Sari in this tournament. She might go undefeated, and I wouldn't be surprised if she did.
Right,
so,
same.
She's scary, and we're looking very much forward to seeing her in this tournament.
Agreed.
But that's all of our participants in the 5-star, the biggest field that we've ever had for the 5-star, jam-packed into 1 month. It's going to be absolutely bonkers. And we're going to do a quick rundown for you of the opening night because we will have all 16 matches. Every single person will have a match opening night on the 27th of July in the Oda Ward General Gymnasium on pay-per-view. We will see Saya Kamatani versus Lady C. These two have faced off once in singles competition. Of course, Saya Kamatani coming out on top in that one. We will see Mei Seira versus Waka Tsukiyama, who have faced 2 times, and Mei has won both of them in the past. Azusa Inaba versus Hanan, first time ever, 1-on-1. Yuna Mizumori versus Bea Priestley, first time ever, 1-on-1. Starlight Kid versus Tomoka Inaba, first time ever, 1-on-1.
Looking forward to that.
Jesus. Rion versus Rina, first time ever, 1-on-1. Azumi versus Natsuko Tora, who have faced 4 times, and it is a 3-1 record to Tora, but they haven't faced since 2020, so Azumi's probably grown a fair bit since the last time they faced 1-on-1. Sayaka Kurara versus Natsupoi, first time matchup.
Can't even tell you the words on this one because of the story involving Tam and the group and
Cosmic Angels.
And student versus teacher.
Absolutely. Those are all the red side matches. For the blue side, we will see Saya Ida versus Sariano in a first ever matchup, 1-on-1. Miyu Amasaki versus Yuria Hime, first time ever. Hanako versus Rana Yagami, surprisingly for the first time, 1-on-1.
So that's a fun matchup.
Yeah, it's very almost similar classes. They're a little off, but basically the same class of rookies. Ami Sori versus Aya Sakura for the first time, 1-on-1. Hina versus Suzu Suzuki. They faced once, with Suzu having won that singles match.
Gonna be.
Oh, they're gonna beat the crap out of each other.
Yeah, that's gonna be violent.
Bozilla versus Ruaka, first time matchup.
Crazy.
Ruaka had a lot to say at the press conference about how beating Bozilla is her only goal.
Dude, I want to see Ruaka come out and give it hell.
Me too. I want to see that passion.
Yeah.
Momo Kogo versus Momo Watanabe. They faced once before, with Momo Watanabe coming out as the victor. So we got Momo versus Momo. And Konami versus Suri. First time ever 1-on-1.
So this is interesting because, Konami has the chops. Mm-hmm. She does. She has the chops.
She has the abilities.
And she just doesn't always, as we have chronicled, she's in hate. She doesn't always show it. But
Absolutely.
I think that Suri is not going to put up with the bullshit. I don't think she's going to put up with the shenanigans.
Yeah, probably not. She's not going to like that very much.
I think you could
comes
spray
out.
Suri in the face and she'll just smile.
Yeah. She'll just look at you like, is that supposed to do something?
Yeah, do you have a poisonous version?
Yeah, and I'm sure Konami would love a shot at the IWGP belt, but it's opening night, and Suri is not here to play.
No, some really interesting matchups that first night. It's going to be fun just to see how we shape up after that first night's over. Who's got the early head start?
And I love the ability of Japanese wrestling to keep so many of these singles matches rare.
Yeah.
And there's so many first time matchups, not just in this first night, but throughout the tournament, that singles matches you've never seen before.
Right.
So it's really exciting tournament time to be able to see these matchups and how people stack up against each other.
Yeah, and how the girls do in singles matches. In Japanese wrestling, the singles match it's I don't want to say a rarity, but it's special.
Yes.
As you said, it is special. There's a lot of multi-man.
There's always a reason for it, usually.
Yeah, there's a lot of multi-mans, and they never forget. So if any of these singles matches that happen 10 years from now, it can affect something.
Absolutely. So that is our preview for the 5-Star Grand Prix 2025. I am so excited. And if you're excited, make sure you're following us at Cult of Joshi on X, especially because we're going to be live tweeting like crazy people throughout this whole tournament. On YouTube, look us up on Spotify because we're going to be covering the entire tournament as it happens. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook. Keep up with us because we're going to be keeping up with the tournament, keeping up with you guys, making sure you have all the information you need to follow this tournament and have as good a time as we're going to have with the 5-Star Grand Prix. But for now, I'm Raja, he's John. So long from Cult of Joshi.
Bye!